Bana Racha ka Queen Entanas. Me bana linga jen a full report. Mi banywa ka yekel door Nuer dial bana liang ka jen report me. Bimi kebe be kep bimi pali be pal. Doran jen chejek doran kone de kone shwal ken ware mishi kone gwich kone to kon dak lani like chikon tika position in kelamo manyam mendiati ka kon angum shush kon keja angum nong Nuero bike chuch. Nueri chicken chuch. Kanete kon la jirar de ko la shit ke durin kokien. Dong mi chilo wida dien bai lo chang jek. Ke dong chang ji jek a dor do dien. No. Enne me banalinga kwar Nueri rei South Sudan rei rol Ethiopia shushke shui natet kedien men shushke ke menyam kene kon la kwar lokano ba widien ba jatap shol kene no tap kene widien me jo kene liu na tit kedun chui na tit kedun cheng de jeg dial to ka tenu kuni ne kola Nueri kene shush kan katish kato Re rule South Sudan ki Ethiopia kan Nueri dialati shushka teni neni kon la kwarken report me balat katoka kawai kabalat katoknat ramlinga bewling Ramuluk a beluk Manyam. The only question that we always ask, why do Nuer people continue to suffer? Not only from outside, but also under the hand of their own leader, both in Ethiopia and South Sudan. For decades, the Nuer community has faced war, displacement, anger, and betrayal. But behind all this pain lies another truth. Sometimes the greatest suffering comes from within, from those who were supposed to protect and lead with honesty. So today, I will talk about the root cause of this suffering. I will talk about politics and the painful division that weaken our people. Let's look back to our history. Long before the modern government of Ethiopia and South Sudan, the Nuer people have lived by strong community values. They believe in unity. They believe in standing together and in protecting one another. In the past, the Nuer had no president, no ministers, and no political parties. Leadership comes came from wisdom, not wealth. Decisions were made in the spirit of fairness and equality. But as the modern political system arrived, things began to change. Leaders start to rise, not from community respect, but from government, appointment, and political allies. And with that came division. Those who once fought side by side began to see each other as enemies. Politics entered the heart of the community and slowly destroyed the unity that kept the Nuer strong. When the first Nuer leader entered government position, both in Ethiopia, Gambela region, and in South Sudan, people celebrated. They say now our suffering will end. Our sons are in power, our people will be respected. But what happened next broke the hope of many people within our community. Instead of lifting their people up, many of these leaders use their power for personal benefit. They build friendship with the outsider and turn their back on their own communities. Some use their office to silence those who spoke truth. And some ignored the need of displaced families, widow, and youth. And so the Nuer began to suffer, not because there was no leader, but because those leaders forgot where they come from. In both Gambela and South Sudan, power became a weapon. Those who spoke about justice were labeled as troublemakers. Those who asked for accountability were accused of disloyalty. The same men that were supposed to protect the people began to oppress them. A leader turned their back on their people. To understand this, you must know that no leader have different directions that they have chosen. And these leaders, they do not want to help the community. Let's be honest. Betrayal is more painful when it comes from your own blood. When a stranger hurts you, you can recover. But when your brother, your uncle, or your own tribe leaders turn against you, the wound goes deeper. Many Nuer communities across Ethiopia and South Sudan know this pain well. A young Nuer youth in Gambela today cannot find work, not because he lacks education, but because he doesn't belong to the right side of politics. A Nuer soldier in South Sudan may be sent to fight his own brothers because of order from a Nuer commander. A Nuer civilian may be arrested or silent because he spoke the truth about corrupt Nuer official. That is the tragedy of our time. Position and the title have replaced brotherhood. Money has replaced morality, and fear has replaced unity. Our leaders were supposed to defend the weak. Instead, some defend their pocket and pride. They forget that the widow who cried in camp. They forget the youth who risked their life for peace. They forget that power without people is nothing. You know, when you look at all the suffering of Nuer community, it came from their own leader. Leader who turned their back. Leader who don't care about others. They care about themselves. You know. Walk through the camp in Gambela or displaced areas of Upper Nile and Bentiu, and you will see the same story. Where people live in many refugee camps, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda. Mothers struggle to feed their children. Young men wander with no job and no hope. That is why many of our young youth today choose to drink, to smoke, and thievery. They become stealing things because they do not have any job. And most of them, they are students. Students drop out because no one supports their education. Meanwhile, their own leader live comfortably in town, attending meetings, and take picture with their people suffer in silence. When you look at it, leaders choose not to talk about the suffering of Nuer people. They are enjoying while the people suffer. When you look at it, it is very disheartening, when you look at it. How can leaders do such things to their very own people? Many Nuer families still live without clean water, without a school, without elder care, yet billions are spent in the name of development and leadership. Where does that money go? Who is truly benefiting from it? These are the questions the Nuer youth must keep asking, peacefully but boldly, because silence is what keeps the suffering alive. Let's look at the situation in Ethiopia, those Nuer people who live in Ethiopia. And to be specific, let's talk about Gambela. Okay, because a lot of things are happening. In Gambela, politics has turned brothers into enemies. The region was supposed to be a safe home for the Nuer people in Ethiopia, but today, many feel unsafe in their own land. Leaders play ethnic politics, dividing the Nuer among themselves. Appointments are given not to the most capable, but to those who are loyal to the leader in power. Those who speak the truth are punished or excluded. Many Nuer leaders in Ethiopia have forgotten the meaning of service. They have become tools for outsiders who use them to silence their own people. And that's why the Nuer community in Gambela continue to live with fear, anger, and mistrust for many decades. People died every day. Anyuakolwe attacked Nuer in town. They killed them. They ambushed them on the road. But when you try to speak up, trying to tell those leaders in Gambela, they can tell you that you are a threat to their position, to their power. And instead of doing something about that, uniting people, awareing people about what unity can bring, they just want to keep Nuer people divided. Nobody can talk about them, because the moment you try to say something against them, they come after you. The situation in South Sudan, let's look about this. Nuer who are living in South Sudan. Across the border in South Sudan, the story is not much different. When the Nuer joined the liberation struggle, they believed they were fighting for freedom and equality. But after independence, many Nuer leaders turned that dream into a personal competition for power. Today, Nuer politicians fight over government positions, while the people died in poverty. Instead of working together, they divide their forces, weaken their own communities, and blame each other. The Nuer Army, which once rose to protect innocent life, has been misunderstood and demonized, while the true cause of suffering, corruption, and division remain unaddressed. How can the Nuer community ever rise if its own leader pull it apart from inside? So listen carefully, my brothers and my sisters. The time has come to speak truth with respect and love. We cannot continue blaming others while our own leader abuse power. We cannot continue calling for peace while they destroyed unity with our own end. They are destroying our community. Can we allow that? Can we allow no leader to do that? To destroy the very unity that keep us together? Can we do that? Can we allow them? Let me tell you one thing. True leadership is not about position. It is about service, the service that you are delivering to the community. A true leader feels the pain of his people. He does not steal from them, lie to them, or divide them. So I can assure you that it is time for the new youth, the new generation, to rise with wisdom, not anger. Although we have many youth that are taking this leader weight, they are really taking a wrong direction, following the leader that do not want Nuer to have one unity. Let me tell you, let us build unity across Gambela, Nasser, Akobo, Maiwut, and Bentiu, or everywhere. Let us support leaders who care for the people, not those who care only for themselves. To every new leader watching this, remember, your power is temporary. Your position is not your kingdom. One day, you will be judged by the life you helped or destroyed. And to the new people, never stop believing in yourself. You are strong, you are proud, you are survival. No leader can silence a united people. Not right me michokwene right me we Canadian Nuari kon chana shoot ka kor gwan me ber shikoran ngaje no ko kon nguni ngum to ko kon shikon shoot ping nen kon right ko kon gwade wal mengu Nuer tika kel chana lar no ko Nuer tika ka Ethiopia ta ka South Sudan Nuer tiken ka dor ki sheng mo kwa sheng mo nogrode mi chirode da ken nget ken mat longo no ba ngwan ba galat kel mo pork na kag ba pur kel no wona mai kel en lat ka mo community do lat ka mo ba lat kel you know unity again me jang Nuer ko bet bigate kel la chungan kel la gang ko rodien miterik mi tok dor den la ngoy ken bukan dor mo bukan mal lok mi ci kon benata ma gajan gwasa me mi shi ngwan ci ga jega ci ngak ci wo ga woda dien ci jojo gwan wo ne ne ci Nuer charen da ka ne de kon da ka ka ngane ne de kon da ka kwarkin ngai kon ka kor gwa de da ne ci wo tel mishal ke president, tel mishal minister, tel mishal political parties kanware. Tel siyasa militin. Na shinkan lorabang, shinkan kamal. Guru no gwal binaw shinkin, binaw ko la gangano kok. La purna kakak. Tel kwerte terke, tel yo de terke bashit ka tam de continentam a chetaganeting wanti dakarodian ka kuyoni. So mi jini gujija teti angu non komo ci gwar non komo ci dilu a ci bendetin no no wala no la kana nyen kana to goal bare ne chang mala kon ali ngano shali mut no ki man tam balat ka mut la ja kap ko gwada dan changa je no ci chanke bej mi chana cha ka benna ki chana cha ga mak ba doro won Nuer ka ma ga ba je gor gwada dan teten buna bi ka we ba man tuok ba jo ne ne ideal tel ne te la palko yen lewa ke yenaka tel jagan Nuer na mo Nuer la jel ken kel buka we re duar dan chire ke tokten batin kontin togon wen ba ko gujin ideal kel barai na ka jen gwase me che jojo gwan wone na ci Nuer rien bada ka ne de ka ngane cha bada ene de kon la kwar ko che binte ke kuma ne che binte ke government che binte ke politic ci Nuer ci kan yunte dana te ka ci kan parwich na me che unity che je destroyed cha tegane to wan no to gor jan ode kan len tu keneka ci diere kan ka do bran dong de kan wede kan kamar ke de wi de kan lat development en gor ke win mon de ci jandam tegeten lat ken o bram ro de tereka cha ko let ci dan unity dan ke time dan le ci wo ne chiran che lat che long den bi kul gor bai kul ka dam mo den barai na mi che ben ko chiran che gora je ga yoku la jin den chiraro de jago bala ram mi mo nok no ro da karwade gwaze dan me chuna nwari ga tiga kwar rol Ethiopia rol South Sudan ne ti ngwa chilo den tetalo kana lara mi che kon ko te ka kwar teme ban doran ban yokulat kwar te rol Ethiopia kwar te rol South Sudan ne ri ngwan chu kan te ke celebration to ngwan te loy nat ani no ci kon ku goa ci kon goa kon ware ko shana te ka kwar so kwar kon ti bikan doran bikan kulat ko ke jeno ka kwar te bulo ne rodi ne kon lan ware te lo na da lon ko china te ka kwar mjali ngungu ye kwar na ne dia la ken celebration kana la na ka ke man wok chere ka mi fay gat fay to dol gorka la ka na ka me ho te lo na da no chungu tede ci chiang mo goa cheben a chiriang cheben re duaramo are duar mo bete ko kon shang ba nonka ba yo ba ga nonka kuma ba ga non dawit ba mat kel ka kona dana jiga no won ko lo na bete da lungo cha shang to rok cha jangach no mo jen dana tin mi gad mi to ta dul gor ga ne ideal la lat kelon la no kelon jen ta mi ke kwar ran mi cha ko la gi no te ideal ba ga jek ne ideal ba ga benefit jen ta dan tin wetten baranta mi ngwani urin ger kan kware konte kwala liaka no bi kete go bi ken kalat ka don were kan cha joken cha gale benyok mrit kan kam chikena gorjen o bi kan were bi kan ka da community were chin were u chugo mushushka aru were entama ka jan tam right kon ka jama shangan refugee camp mi jen wire doaran kon were der jeng ne de tot ti yad tint dawini riu ne dial ka refugee camp refugee camp rerol Ethiopia refugee camp rerol South Sudan refugee camp rerol Kenya refugee camp rerol Uganda mengo dialan ko ken wona ka Sudan angum to mo chirna me chinete ko de kwala ngada nuore no chwal ga kwar chode gwaye dan laran chwal ke je kwar blood betet adir nyung dial bo de ketup right now chicken chi jana dan en let kana ci power kwar me dan chetel tam chorlo ni humiliation mi mo chai kam kwar che to bi chu use alo negne kun chengne kun yan ka jano lya ka jini chang no cha nat ga kwar la no gar me gan mo gwa but ci power che jien cha na che go corrupt che te ke influence ti ditung wan te yar ka community no ke je right now mi jini gujija ta shu ke no re jame chang no ro ji kam chinaru den ling nyi nana shang so chi power cha kwar kon cha corrupt cha nong ni jeno ken bu tre hoteli cha nong ni jen bu te gun te go ku gat ken ka man ken ka gwan ken ten kon dong de te go de galat ko le cheng refugee camp gwan mi chicken deer they don't care nuari shoot kan long no de ka te kamat but jek chika benere doaran kon were la kon were jek kon de lar no ko tete ngwalong tengai kon ti jek long ano bardan betray bo ki ko dan look te within us bana tok bana jelat menyam gur kon kut gwei ti charen lot ti cha de mun gora na ko ke ti jek ti shigo ka dor dino gor ka ke enware anwari akane aka cha question ka de jek to da kula kanadi a chana ti jek chana kane re duaran der tidi e kon te dagla ni re duaran kon shal nware let's say it to kon ka jiwal to kon ko gogwe ne diala ti kane tin kon yar ko kon anyok kon kana taptin kon yar ka dorana wa ka chalat a kom na ka pin ka kantin kon the main problem ka community dan kon shal kan nware keti akena konten yarka kwar kon ba ko tele kwar mi bi alarle eno kwar men wo shemet ka kwang so mi jini gidi kwar wo ke jegalon dong mi kwar mi shemet ka kwang le jegala kwar wa ko de ngaje no twide teten der mu gade lat ka dor nore bat ken kwarati ajen kwang tem do die cham kana kwang karwade Ethiopia South Sudan ti siang Nuer cha jek. Imagine. Mingi jen kwang jeka. Kana tap de jeka. La rana ma da beti jek bagalat ke je. What do you expect? Ka kwer mimo. Cha position che jeka me da ka kwang. Guje dar mu gade lat. Kwang by the way no ngadar. Kwang no sure. We all know this, but we keep on ignoring it. La lokone. La kon no pal kon kunyal. And yet take reject teach go go bana ka point out. Bela re ka janna na me. Wajiran mi take a chance. Lan ma gwade doru nyam ko ja. Cha kon dial chakala to la kel but loy kon ke different. Lan nur la mi jegla ya le de bala ru acha la da kum ko pin. Right now, kwar kon de kul teach kan jegde jeken ko jekon ba. Man yam mong wane chikanu ka kwang rudian dial chala kwang cham wane kwang kwarti cham kana kwang menti cham kana kwang proof jene man bi kul proof ke je man nyu den wo kon ci doran ci je ka ci robum long no baro de je bala gwa man wo ka social media lena your research lena your assessment ke intellectuality shop ko de te ngin wa ka social media ti shade jek chocolate kede tot mi yene gu yene ta dan shu nya ka je re duaran kon were to go within nana man kwen kan shang 24/7 ke ku shoni kene kwinyer kam ne ken mukwe nana shang sha no dignity taje bada wenemo kenyo de no tele dignity o jinti mi jek shibular ko bitedi ko bi poch nuari meda ne right ken keje awa poch ko poch ke chikan mi jek kan malala jalalar ko nuer la poje chenki bene jal chengdien a cheng tele kwen by the way cheng tele kwen ba kwen ba dil gor ba kamen jal mo cheng muto de tina ba kamen lum nuero ba jo la jor guardian take a store dan but right now keretin kon bana te jeg bana ka kompin bu kon la ro ka te go ci demaran ci la mi jeg be la ro na mo magwa be kompin ci goro ba jangach I've seen people ka social media runtung wan te kon kel link kon talk within our community within social media tin jer latke ko kon welet kam ko kon tele kon mat tele kon link rodan aw kam den woni amade dobri de kon mat mal de kon nung doran de develop de doran de runi amade gwan ma cha ku cha jala nyam la wi ne ram mon wala lar mu garun lar mun jak ti nyir shikdit brame pane gujino don chero de ger kam jek ajen blo jegono jeler mi jeler jalat brame shi mi jek la lung ba jelo potak ganga je ko don gwan markede ki friend ke chemi jek jalat bel gang na point ko gwe je no mele de mu kwa doran de runi amade wenemo kwer milen mi jeka biaje gang ano lede magwa darun yamde chor mi cha kep ko bilaro no telerek mi chala de tele problem ba gwadi wa chor mi ben wa pala je we ko le la damage mi tedi chala do gwa dana cha dor cha kwaltan bana tok bana jelar ko ngai kon no ti diala kon let kon ke jenga ka kon yal jen ko ala ro tane dial kontin let kon ke cha ngai kon yal ka so mi je dong bi je no nyi cha ngai please ngai den wo kon yal jata chu gwin je no jin bi mi jeg bi lat you get away with it tel dorm la cha ga bi ne dial bi kana dor la te ne to tin to bi pel gor je no deri ngai jana mo ko ano bandoran bana je lo ba chenga je ka kwar kon ka tel lar kon na me ko kon da me je long yara doran chana tok chana jalar ne tin nyon ko kon were chika dorin ko ken ne tin na ko kon chika jor ne tin na ko kon kan were kon ka kwar kon gan man kon tin de kon kel ka kene de kon na ko kon mi damor munero ke golen mi le de misro de lot ne kan were ke be guje no me le de magwa jin pon du ti ka joy mi set ka ja mila lugno mo ton mi chalat ke kwira mo be kay nyal ka charik de chaje lat gwa o dira la no ba je lok mi cham jek ci jalat de no bi ram mo ka mi jek jalat bi gang bi protect ajen mi gui konta ma ba ka kware mi ran chai kwen la kwala gu je no wa mo woje ka kware le ci woje no kwan to da but kware no gwal long na community ke li chaje ku je kan Nuer role Ethiopia shush kano Nuer role South Sudan shush kano anywhere shush kon ngana Nuer batal lati je kan ka chika je ka South Sudan yigan lati je boka Ethiopia eriek bana gulo we gwandien ajini wi go buk tabran ko antin no jin gatching ajin nga bi dorodien ka jano kwar muteg mukta malelo tini je de no dare ji mo kemet medir dundere je ka je bad walo gor je jin baji changa jek na mo che chon ko kon wer gor kon baran je bu ko ne na gwa ayu akachi shanda na gwa akashi ger right now de kon chularo de ne de kon la kwar kon tin tere wini kon di ala kon right content can use can dual mishala dual oran bi chenga jek ko chirara dien che bi jegrun che bi let keja a chol kane mi jeg mi lu gram teme na mo che gwa wane ne be guje no jin mi jek chilel bel che mi jek chelat but in fact go ni jeno china chicken be lew let's say kwar cha ja kwan galor ban kwan gaji ko jin bine ko bugala deka dumla bine ran ka power en teme alo bi bena la ala jin ka power lo dundo chira ma la tika dolu by the way miti dul teram de bi jogudi you know chiga card mi chi pur cha de jo no community mo je ka kwan ko dundo but when it come to position mo kam ga jiji ko binwar bikala rekaten cha kam lor ka ba no kam ga jiji ko jinti ka jog ne to kor but problem jene men chuch kon ka jelong ke menen kon diale ta la kwan garano radin e she kwan community jene jer kon ta la radin la wian nun ko mo bablas ka position jeno kaniye ken community ken ka newton kan kon kwan ajen la yana ne la kwar la tik ti jig la lede la na joga no ne ken yana kon kwan tara mi che kwan ke ye kwan ka tet be mo ko bom dit be mo ke yang mi dit and again mi shogu jije tele kan dial jiaka kan dial imagine njay kwan la kwar binwer bu galo we kal pin jana go ken jibu galo kal pin the people that we should blame ko kon wer ko ci kon mi jek ci kon ler gwande ramichi mi jeglat alar keje michi mi jeglat alar keje so man chuy kon jan mi chuy kon ja ko kwar kon jan chuy kon ga je changa ne rob jikem changa ne wer kontino chuy kon ko nwere kon cha dop cha jabay anyok adoy kon yal kon ko ci kon siana man tok ci kon pel gur koni go gwen right now mi to wala wana ko guk wa kan nak de ko kulat Kennedy a chokon dwech ko dweja kon ka je kon let kon ke go gway gor ken mu we keke chi mu we ka community ni ka tok de man tok de la no ken long mut korte gatin ko bi kul benefit ken problem kana create den bana kul busy nye na ku kala mit to kana special che ka kwar mi yenu ka kwar ken dia rudi dial ke gog je ken ke gog wana kati dial kon lat kurin social media mi jeni go ye ko den dire ko na ga je ngu siang je ga dana trade dan unless ram kel chelo je kon lak den mi jeg dial kon in tuok re doran bigatel chadan ger kel mi chiro de ger kejin mi chiro de gero ke mi chiro de gero am mutin kel mi chiro de gero question me we ko kon dial en ran individual en wo gwen ta shush kan wer kontine kwar kon cha kon luk ram la kwar mi tre community ka jeno run be mi jeg no be jalolat gor jen wonde je tijino mi dade mo mi je gar cha kon betray ko kor gwam ber and we need to wake up right now ajen jodana gore de nyaa yekel yatemal